Assalamu alaikum, welcome to another lesson in the Arabic series for level 1, and this is lesson number 22. So first, the homework for lesson 21, the answers. For exercise 1 is all about copying and practicing the Arabic writing. Al-Dail Tawil, the tail is long. Inda Ibrahim Waraq, Ibrahim has a paper, or with Ibrahim is paper. Ibrahim Sana'a Tayyaratan Waraqiyatan, Ibrahim made or manufactured a paper kite. الطيارة طارت في الهواء, the kite flew in the air. نور لعبت بالطيارة مع إبراهيم, so Noor played with the kite with Ibrahim. Exercise 2, put the right word in the empty space. عند إبراهيم ورق. خليل ربط الطيارة. ذيل الطيارة طويل. Number 4, نور لعبت بالطيارة. ليلى شاهدت الطيارة. إبراهيم صنع طيارة. And finally, ليلى شاهدت الطيارة في السماء. Going on to number 3, exercise 3, rearrange the words correctly. So we had خليل ربط الطيارة. ذيل الطيارة طويل. إبراهيم صنع طيارة. طارت الطيارة في الهواء. And نور لعبت بالطيارة مع إبراهيم. For number 4, exercise 4, change the verb forms for the genders. So the first one was shariba, huwa shariba, hiya sharibat. So we're just changing for the genders, and this is for that singular masculine or the singular feminine person. And in the third person, so we're referring to somebody. Rasama, huwa rasama, hiya rasamat. Huwa akala, hiya akalat. Huwa fa'ala, hiya fa'alat. Huwa la'iba, hiya la'ibat. Huwa fataha, hiya fatahat. Huwa kataba, hiya katabat. Huwa kharaja, hiya kharajat. Huwa dakhala, hiya dakhalat. And on to today's lesson for lesson 22, we have Al-Muallim qala, the teacher said. في حديقة الحيوانات, so this is at the zoo. في حديقة الحيوانات, in the zoo, the garden of the animals. So this is referring to zoo, this compounded word. بقرة, so in the zoo there is a cow. There's no alif lam, so this is a cow. And then we're talking about the cow. Al-baqaratu, the cow. تعطي الحليب, so we have another verb, تعطي, and that comes from to give. أعطى, تعطي, أعطى, and well, يعطي is the scale out show. أعطى يعطي for masculine, but because it's feminine, al-baqaratu with the ta, we're changing يعطي to تعطي. So the cow, she gives milk. That's the verb. أعطى is in the past tense, the maldi, and this is the mudari. So two verb forms there. تعطي الحليب, to give. Al-halib, milk. So the cow gives milk. Al-muallimatu, so we had al-muallim, the teacher, now we have al-muallimatu, so we can see the ta at the end, ta, which is denoting that it's feminine. Qalat, so we've changed the maldi, so from qala to say, qalas to say. We put the ta at the end, as we've learned to do. Qalat. The teacher said, the female teacher said, في حديقة الحيوانات, so same sentence as before. في حديقة الحيوانات, in the zoo. زرافة, last time we had baqara, ends with the ta, so it's a feminine. And now this animal as well, this word is a feminine word. Zarafa, giraffe. And then we're talking about the giraffe. Az-zarafatu ta'kulu waraq al-ashjar. So ta'kulu we've seen akala ya'kulu. So akala ya'kulu we change the ya'kulu to, which is in the male sense, to the female form, which is ta'kulu. So this is the present tense. The giraffe is eating waraqa. So we join all together to make it compounded. Waraq al-ashjar. Not just waraq is paper, but here it means leaves. And this is of the tree. Shajara is the feminine, is the singular. Shajara. And the plural is ashjar, trees. So it's eating the leaves of the trees. So we made it all one word. Waraq al-ashjar. In the next, now we have 4 people speaking or doing things. So Fatima is the first one. Fatima rasamat, we've seen, to draw, to paint. Timsahan, she's drawing a timsah, the crocodile. At-timsahu yasbahu fi nahri. Sabaha yasbahu, to swim. Sabaha is in the past tense, in the maldi, and yasbahu is the present tense, mudari. Sabaha yasbahu. So sabaha, we knew if we want to make it for a female, we would say sabahat. We bring the tadya like qalat. So we're talking about timsah. Timsah here is a masculine word. So we use sabaha instead of sabahat, and we're saying yasbahu. Instead of to change your feminine would be tasbahu, to swim. Fatima rasamat timsahan, she drew a crocodile. At-timsahu yasbahu fi nahri. The crocodile swims meaning at now, swimming is current, present tense, is swims in the nahr, which is the river. Al-nahri. Next one is Bilal. Bilal rakiba al-hisana. Bilal mounted the horse. And then he's saying al-hisan yajri bisur'atin. So surah, we've seen surah is fast. So with haste, with speed. The ba here is to mean with. Al-hisan yajri. So the verb is jara. Jara yajri. And hisan is masculine, so we keep it to that. Al-hisan yajri bisura. Layla la'ibat. Layla played ma'al arnab. So we've seen arnab is the rabbit. We have the alif lam, so we can see the rabbit. She played with the rabbit. Al-arnabu, the rabbit, yaqfizu. Qafaza yaqfizu. Qafaza is to jump. Qafaza yaqfizu. So it was jumping, it was hopping. Fil hadiqati, in the garden, or in the zoo. And finally, Kamal shahada. Kamal saw. Shahada is in past. Kamal shahada battatan. He saw a duck. Al-battatu tasbahu fil ma'i. So once again, the batta, the duck, it's a feminine word. It comes with the ta there at the end. So we say, instead of yasbahu, as we saw previously, for the timsah, we say tasbahu. Instead we change that. Fil ma, in the water. Al ma is water. So in this lesson, we've looked at the verbs again. We've looked at madi and mudari in previous lessons. Here we're joining them again together. We've seen use of the mudari and then also the madi at times. La'ibat, rakiba, shahada, all in the past. Tu'ti, ta'kul in the present tense. So just a bit of a recap on that. And again, getting used to some new words and going through and understanding how the Arabic language works. So this is the first part of the lesson done. The second part, now we look at another section. And this is going to look at sentences, and it's a simple one about two types of sentences. So jumla is a sentence in Arabic. And you can have a verb sentence or a noun sentence. So for the noun sentence we call it jumla ismiya. Nouns in ism. Jumla ismiya. Jumlatul ismiya. And here we have jumlatul fi'liya. Fi'l is a verb. So it's jumlatul fi'liya. Fi'liya. And simply, a jumla ismiya begins with a noun and jumla fi'liya begins with a verb. So if you look in our current text, this comprehension text that we looked at, a jumla fi'liya begins with a verb. So let's say this, let's just example, this one begins with a we'll really start from here, for that one. So az-zarafatu, and az-zarafa we've seen this has alif lam. This is not a verb, this is a noun. So if I started the sentence az-zarafatu ta'kulu waraq al-ashjar, this is a jumla ismiya. I for ismiya, F for fi'liya. So this is jumla ismiya. If you see another example, tasbahu, let's just say we're starting from there. Tasbahu fil ma, we're starting with a verb. So this is going to be a jumla fi'liya if that was just the sentence. And for example, if that part was just a sentence. We look at Fatima rasamat. This will be a jumla ismiya, noun sentence. This is not a verb. Fatima rasamat timsah. The jumla ismiya there. Again, yaqfizu fil hadiqa. If the sentence started with yaqfizu fil hadiqa, or because here it's not telling us who jumps. So we say, okay, if we started with al-arnab, then it would be jumla ismiya, the whole sentence. But if we started it here, or let's say we swapped it around, yaqfizu al-arnab fil hadiqa. We can change it around. Remember I said you can start with the verb, or you can start with the noun. So we say yaqfizu al-arnabu fil hadiqa. If this came first, then arnab. So now we know who is doing that action. It's the arnab. So we say the verb, the doing action, then we say the person. Yaqfizu al-arnab fil hadiqa will be a jumla fi'liya if you start like that. So just when we come to grammar, we understand that more. But jumla ismiya starts with the ism, regardless of if a verb comes afterwards or not, or if there is a verb in the sentence or not. And jumla ismiya simply is the one that starts with the ism first. في حديقة الحيوانات is also jumla ismiya. It doesn't start with a noun, and it doesn't start with a fi'l. So in the zoo, and then we're going to say something, is a zarafa. So if that was a sentence, في حديقة الحيوانات زرافة, that will be a jumla ismiya as well. Let's just carry on another example. Muhammad سريع. Muhammad is fast. So if you say Muhammad سريع, now here we haven't even got a verb, so just to show you this is a jumla ismiya. So it's Muhammad سريع. البقرة كبير كبيرة. Here we're talking about the baqarah. This is a jumla ismiya because we're talking about the cow. We're starting with a noun. Al-baqaratu kabira. The cow is big. And if you just want to say yasbahu, it will be ismiya. Let's start from here. Yasbahu. Let's bring timsah after that. Yasbahu at-timsah fi nahri. The crocodile swims in the river. Sorry, did I say it's a fi'liya? Because we're starting with yasbahu. Yasbahu at-timsah fi nahri. So that's just to understand two types of sentences: noun sentences, as long as it starts with a noun, begins with a noun, and verb sentences, as long as it begins with a verb. جزاكم الله خير.